Place your hands on the gem directly to the left of the one you just touched, she said, much more relaxed. I did, and the gem glowed in navy blue. So, what kind is it? Inversion magic, the white nymph said. Suma let out a deeply relieved sigh. Thank goodness, Suma said. Is that good? I wondered. If you have to have chaos-type magic, then that's the one you want, Suma said. I've never met an inversion magic user. It's quite a rare attribute, the nymph noted. How rare? I asked. I have only ever heard of one, she said. The first, and until you, only creature to use inversion magic was the familiar of the legendary cord mage, Unsig Voldigan. So, what does it do? I asked. Inversion magic is unique in that it is the only known way for a mage to cast a spell outside of their normal types. It switches all auto magic into its chaos magic's counterpart and vice versa, Sura explained. Which also explains what happened that day in the alley. It does? I wondered. The chaos equivalent of the healing attribute is one of the forms of the illegal magic type we talked about earlier, death magic. Specifically, the pain attribute, also called injury magic, Suma said in a serious tone. It also explains why the guards found evidence of torture in the noble, because... Suma stopped talking and averted her gaze to the ground. Suma, I'm so sorry. I didn't... I tried to say, but she cut me off. Stop, Jake. You didn't know. Neither of us did. We couldn't have known. Her voice was shaky and beginning to break. This whole time, I thought it was my fault, that I had messed up somehow, done something wrong, but it wasn't, and I didn't. Suma turned to the white nymph and bowed. Thank you. Thank you so much. This has taken such a burden off my shoulders. Please, there is no need for that, Lady Suma, the white nymph said, and tried to get Suma to straighten herself. I'm sorry to interrupt, but what exactly does this mean? Like, what do I do with this inversion magic? I asked. I mean, if I'm going to invert every type and attribute I come across, what does this mean for our combo magic? Suma looked caught off guard for a moment. You make a good point. Since my attribute is healing and yours is inversion, any combo magic we do will be illegal. So we won't have access to the biggest gun in our arsenal, I said. Wait, what does this mean about my spells? Will I still be able to do magic? I asked, a bit worried. It was the white nymph who answered my question. Oh yes, you will still be able to use magic. However, since you are a chaos magic user, you won't be able to perform any spells that use auto magic. It is your natural opposite. So, I can't use water or fire magic? I asked. Oh no. Both chaos and auto mages can manipulate the elements and energy. What you won't be able to do is perform healing magic, or really any magic that is only possessed by auto mages, like body magic and wind magic. However, energy and nature magic can be performed by both types of mages, the white nymph said. But you said earlier that there were order types, I pointed out. There are, she said, but that's just how I learned them. So can Nume, who have those attributes, use both chaos and order? I asked. No. While the attributes may exist in both types, they are technically using auto magic, Suma said. So does this mean I can only cast spells that have to do with inversion magic? I asked. Of course not. You can use any type of chaos magic, Suma said. As long as it isn't illegal, that is, the other nymph added. Right, I said, a bit confused. They spent a few minutes explaining what types of magic I could legally use, and which were forbidden by law. Apparently, there were not nearly as many known branches of chaos magic as there are order magic, and one of the branches was illegal entirely. I have access to 5 known branches: inversion, death, nature, energy, and wild. Death was ruled illegal, and any practice of it, or its subordinate attributes, war, pain, injury, plague, or famine, is punishable by imprisonment. Wild magic is a blanket term meaning unknown or unclassified. Anything that they don't know about, or haven't studied, is this type. Eventually, Suma and I said goodbye to the White Nume and headed to our training ground. We decided to walk to it, that way we could have a conversation about what we learned and how to proceed. So, looks like I have some studying to do, I said. You need to be careful, Jake. Researching chaos magic will undoubtedly draw a lot of unwanted attention. Nobility, royalty, and even some commoners all have their eyes on people who try to use it, Suma explained after perching on my shoulder. Why does everyone fear it so much? I get that it is rare, but this feels like more than just fearing the unknown, I pointed out. There may have only been one known creature to have inversion magic, but there have been several instances of chaos mages, or creatures that possess chaos magic going on rampages and killing thousands, or even millions. Who were they? Arguably the most famous is the Death Dragon. It was a being of unimaginable power that laid waste to most of the world, nearly leading to my race's extinction, Suma said. Wait, you have dragons here? I said, amazed. No, not anymore. They all disappeared years ago. How? No one knows, she said. Some say they were hunted to extinction after the Death Dragon's rampage. Others think they just died off naturally. They were a tremendous beast requiring a lot of food, most of which the Death Dragon destroyed.
And the others? I asked. Who were the other chaos magic users, I mean?
They were beings from another world that found their way to ours. They were seemingly unstoppable and fearless warriors of incomparable power that call themselves Vikings.